In the heart of Europe lies the Czech Republic, a melting pot of cultures and epochal impressions from east to west. A country with an historical tradition, having given birth to rulers from Charles IV right up to the president of the Velvet Revolution, Václav Havel. Also home to composers such as Smetana, Mahler and Dvorak, whose masterpieces are filled with passion and feeling. But the Czech nation has one other passion which I'd like to share with you. The passion for sport. And I'm not just talking about ice hockey or football as you may be inclined to think. I am, of course, talking about running. The land which presented to the world the legendary Emil Zatopek. Yes, the Czech Republic, a country that runs. A place you too can discover while running. Introducing the unique Run Czech series of running and discovery. We asked you, visitors to Prague, what you most like about the city and the Czech Republic.
The architecture, the people, the food.
The beer.
Especially beer. It's fantastic. Yes.
Best town, best town.
Beautiful town, very nice atmosphere.
Yeah, the here is so beautiful, it's so different like my country. And
in all the cities very nice, and the weather is nice at the moment, so.
The buildings are very pretty, yeah. Yeah, it's a nice city.
A beautiful city.
Yeah, the local ice hockey team. I visited them last time. I think they won that day.
I think all the artwork in Czech is fantastic, just excellent.
We love everything about Czech Republic. It's an absolutely beautiful city.
It's great.
The history and the culture.
There's so much place to run around.
The terrain is good.
Yeah, the terrain's great.
Yeah. It's a very beautiful country, nice people, very nice receiving people here in Czechia.
Very good beer.
Good food.
Good beer. The people, best.
Good. Yeah.
I like the marathon because it's very important. I think the views where you are running is very good.
I think it's a great place for running, yeah.
Yeah, Prague seems to be a good place for running.
But Prague isn't the only attraction to be found in the Czech region, spanning a mere 78,000 square kilometres. You can find many UNESCO landmarks here, castles and chateaux, not to mention city and natural reserves. Nevertheless, even after many centuries, Prague remains one of the most beautiful cities in the world. Prague, the city of 100 spires, the mother of cities, Golden Prague, as well as other names which aspire to acknowledge its virtues. When taking a running excursion through history, we witness architecture encompassing all styles from Renaissance to the modern age. Annually, Prague is visited by over 4 million tourists, many of whom combine their travel experiences with running. It only takes a short time to travel the length and breadth of the Czech Republic, but you can spend much longer unveiling its beauty. Because the running series will also be taking you to other beautiful places. To Olomouc, the capital of the Hána-Moravian region, to Ústí nad Labem, the industrial lung of the north, with plans to spread to other cities, to České Budějovice, Ostrava and more. What force and passion leads ordinary people like us to meet on town squares, collect start numbers, and show ourselves as well as the world that we still have the desire and the need to get to know the world by means of our own strength?
Vám ulehčuje spoustu věcí, vyčistíte si hlavu od denních starostí, uděláte něco pro tělo a prostě myslím, že to je mnohem líp strávený čas, než zejména pro mládež někde se poflakovat.
Běhání opravdu
taková pěkná věc, že člověk se potom cítí dobře, jak když se umíje vnitřně nebo tak, je to, že to má něco do sebe. Ale musí se tomu člověk věnovat.
Já osobně mám strašně běhání ráda a když mám nějakou možnost si změřit síly prostě na určitou vzdálenost, tak strašně ráda jdu.
Samozřejmě běh městem a ukázat té široké veřejnosti, že atletika je samozřejmě o běhání, což má každý rád, ale je to, že dá se to i skloubit s tím, že člověk vidí krásné město při tom běhu a je mu příjemně, tak to já samozřejmě podporovat snažím.
And do you know the name of the best long-distance runner of all time?
Marathon runner Bekele, isn't he very... I think he's very good.
Long distance runners? I have no idea.
We have Lemaitre. Christophe Lemaitre.
No, Emil Zatopek.
Sonny O'Sullivan.
No, Emil Zatopek.
I think it's Zatopek, no?
Yes, you got it. Emil Zatopek. The name of this legendary runner is linked to the birth of the marathon and long-distance running in the Czech Republic. Back in 1952, over the course of 8 days at the Helsinki Olympic Games, Emil Zatopek wrestled his way to a triumph unequalled then and remaining so today. He scooped up wins in the 5K, 10K, as well as the marathon, all in Olympic times. He was a Czech running phenomenon, whose face during the runs unveiled a picture of suffering, yet which almost always subsequently transcended into an expression of bliss. Each year runners here pay homage to this man, who was also present at the birth of the Prague Marathon. But could we catch up with Zatopek? Surely not. Back in 1994, the minds of two Italian friends, Carlo Capalbo and the Olympic winner Gelindo Bordini, got together and came up with the idea of organising a Prague Marathon, a large-scale city run in the style of New York or Berlin. 1 year later, 950 runners were to write the first chapter of its history, guided by the legendary Emil Zatopek. The start and finish tend to take place either on Wenceslas or Old Town Square, an historical crossroads for the Czech nation. In 1998, we witnessed the first run across Charles Bridge, a symbol of the Czech capital. The following year, the half marathon was added onto the Prague running Triple Crown, to begin with in Stromovka Park and later moving to the city centre. Each year the number of participants soars. The only limit to this is how many people can realistically be squeezed into the centre of historical Prague. Around 40% of all runs are made up of foreign participants, a figure which is constantly growing. Olympic winners such as Haile Gebrselassie or Stefano Baldini also make regular appearances on the courses. Television highlights are broadcast to 220 countries around the world. The events have a profound economic impact on Prague. The International Association of Athletics Federations, the IAAF, has also shown its appreciation for the organisational strength and service to runners by awarding golden labels of the highest quality for both the marathon and half marathon. And how does Emil Zatopek's wife relate to the Prague runs?
Já mám k pražskému maratonu velice vřelý vztah. Ne, že bych sama byla maratonec, to ne, ale protože když začínal ten maraton, on tady býval vždycky, ale neměl nikdy nějakou pěknou úroveň, ale potom, jak se toho ujal Carlo Capalbo, tak jsme spolu plánovali, jak to bude a tak dál. A tehdy se mi to zdálo být takové hodně romantické, ale musím říct, že dneska, když se na to podívám, tak je to bezvadné, že ten maraton se opravdu povedl, že má takové dobré umístění na světě už dneska a tak z toho mám radost, že taky lidé pražští, kteří se zúčastní toho maratonu, to vzali za svoje a skutečně se toho zúčastní. A to je to nejhezčí.
Jak říkám, dát příklad lidem, že prostě se dá dělat sport v každém věku a pořád a nezáleží na tom, jestli je to profesionálně nebo ne. Prostě pro sebe něco udělat trošku pro zdraví a proč ne si zaběhat.
Všem rodinám s dětmi bych tuto akci velmi ráda doporučila, protože je to pro děti zážitek a je to prostě krásně strávený čas rodičů, dětí dohromady, kdy si zasportují a třeba i těm dětem ukážou cestu do budoucna, jak by mohli trávit svůj volný čas, a sport, běhání je jedna z variant, která určitě je pro společnost i pro jejich zdraví prospěšná.
Setting an example leaves its mark. How do your children run? The number of supporting events will appeal to the widest possible general public. The basic idea is about promoting a healthy lifestyle. We're not in any hurry here. We're having fun. Last year, more than 60,000 participants accomplished our vision. Inline skating has been a phenomenon over the past few years, especially in a country which boasts hockey champions and speed skating Cinderella Martina Sablikova. The growing number of fun competitions for the public also bring humour. Do you know how barmen are able to run over hurdles with all of their gear on? Would you like to give it a try? Our Walk with Dogs allows the whole family to get involved. I mean, would you really choose to leave your darlings behind? As true competing racers, they too receive refreshments as well as a medal. And finally, we have the family run once again. Over this 4-kilometre course, we can spot prams as well as elderly bearded men, a run spanning generations. We really have thought about everyone.
Já se svojí dcerou Luckou chodím už vlastně 2 roky běhat nesoutěžní běh rodičů vlastně s dětmi nebo rodin v rámci pražského maratonu z několika důvodů. Jednak prostě běhání je mezi všemi jinými sporty fenomén. Je to sport, který nepotřebuje kromě tenisek nic jiného a je to základ vlastně pro všechny jiné sporty. Já jsem běhala celý život jako součást tréninku a nedám na běhání dopustit. A v posledních 2 letech jsem sebou přibrala Lucku, protože už dorostla do věku, kdy vlastně ty zhruba 4 kilometry je schopná uběhnout a chodíme tam především kvůli atmosféře. Ten závod je prostě nádherný, to množství lidí, které se v krásném centru Prahy sejde, je i pro mě osobně velkým zážitkem. A proto jsme se rozhodli, že právě budeme chodit ten vlastně nesoutěžní závod, kdy pro mě je to určitá forma relaxace i zážitku a pro tu Lucku je to zase jakýsi motivační prvek k tomu, že ten 4kilometrový závod oběhne, vidí okolo sebe další děti, další rodiny a vždycky jsme si to moc užili.
Yes, this is maybe where we will see our new Olympic winners, our new Zatopex. Could it be your children?
Mám za sebou 17 pražských maratonů a v současné době je to pro mě již velmi hezká tradice. Znamená to pro mě nejen příležitost podívat se na Prahu z úplně jiného pohledu, než je při běžném životě možné, ale také setkání s přáteli, zakusím nádhernou atmosféru závodu a když jsem byla mladší, tak jsem se i snažila každoročně zlepšovat.
Běžet pražský maraton je pro mě tradice, nejenom tradice, je to každoročně pro mě výzva zaběhnout ten maraton v dobrém čase a v pohodě.
For sure, it's something special for me to be here, especially this big city, historic city here in Prague. The quality even is good, and Prague is one of the biggest marathons we are having in the world. Yeah. Like we know it is 205, and there is a good class as we compare with the big marathons. Yeah, actually I can say to everyone in the world to come and run in Czech Republic.
So let's head off to soak up this wonderful atmosphere, to become part of the unique RunCzech running series. There are now a total of 6 big city runs which form part of the series. The March Hervis Prague Half Marathon ranks among the fastest in the world. As the first person on Czech soil to complete it in less than 1 hour at 59 minutes and 30 seconds was Kenyan runner Philemon Lima. The feat of 11,000 participants will conjure up a ravishing symphony at the start by the Rudolfinum Concert Hall. The spring race, which opens the runczech.com running series. Test out your shape and soak up the atmosphere as Prague blossoms into spring. It's quite feasible to see snowflakes in the air one year and be bathing in the sun's powerful rays the next. It's the perfect preparation for the marathon in May. The course starts at the Rudolfinum and takes you over 5 bridges. The race prides itself on the gold label from the International Association of Athletics Federations, the IAAF. What about if you hit crisis point during the run? No, it's not possible, because the majestic panorama to Prague Castle and Hradčany will always be there for you to marvel at. The May Volkswagen Prague Marathon is the #1 event within the RunCzech series, having claimed the golden IAAF label for the longest time. Around 8,500 runners participate in the event. The warm yet still fresh spring air offers the ideal conditions for beating your personal record. Running a marathon is the ultimate challenge for all runners. For some, it's something to be tried once and then let be. Many others, however, decide to give their favourite course another shot. The May Prague Marathon is a sprawling international running festival. Prague Marathon offers one of the most charming courses the world over, the introductory part of which meanders through the magical historical centre, followed by a run along the river Vltava towards the beach bliss of Yellow Spa. And then you come back again. Just like the half marathon, the course is without any noticeable incline and allows you to run very fast times. Waiting to welcome you all around the course, you will encounter smiling, well-wishing spectators. The glistening of the Vltava River and Prague Castle majestically watching over it all. It's simply an unforgettable experience. The September Matoni Grand Prix makes the most of the mild Indian summer atmosphere, a pleasant evening in the lit-up city at night. Only don't forget, before you head off for a drink, you need to run the course, 10k or 5k. A run through nighttime Prague, a wonderful atmosphere for runners and spectators. Over 5,000 runners set off on the fast course, 10k and 5k, to get blood pumping through their veins and earn themselves a subsequent night out in this lively metropolis. Once again, we run through the historical centre, a route which anyone can manage without especially preparing for it. Last year, we saw world-famous Czech football player Pavel Nedvěd take part along with a few friends, and we can say he put in a more than impressive performance. All this despite admitting to having come up with a tactic the night before involving a very good bottle of red wine.
Člověk to běží poprvé, tak musí taky zjistit, jaký styl běhu a kolik tomu má naložit na začátku. Ale bylo to fajn, opravdu. Moc hezký, noční Praha je krásná. My jsme si to užili, a když moc času na to povídání nebylo. No.
So let's head out of the city. Our first port of call is Olomouc, a romantic city right in the heart of Moravia. Dust time in June, a varied course around the city centre and park, jovial fans. This is what makes the Olomouc Half Marathon one of the most popular races in the Czech Republic. You will find the magic atmosphere of the historical Upper Square with its beautiful town hall, clock, as well as the Marian column listed as a UNESCO landmark, utterly bewitching. Take a run around the city and continue through the park, an area renowned for its flora, flower exhibitions. Let's head on over to Ústí nad Labem, the industrial heart of the north located in the foothills of Strakov, the castle that juts out of a rock face. Each running backdrop comes with its own charm. In Ústí, we take a run through the chemical works, and as such, the race provides you with the unique experience of an industrial run. The course exposes the city from all angles. The historical city centre with a cauldron and skewed tower, a path along the Elbe to Strakov Castle, not to mention the local chemical plants.
Tak nejblíž ode mě bude půlmaraton v Ústí nad Labem a samozřejmě je to, zase nechci říct, že výzva, ale samozřejmě zvažuji, že pokud to bude v dobrém termínu, pokud se mi to bude hodit do přípravy a nebudu zrovna někde na soustředění, tak zvažuji, proč se toho nezúčastnit a nevychutnat si běh právě Ústím nad Labem, protože samozřejmě Praha je krásný starý město, všechno, takže ta atmosféra je svým způsobem neopakovatelná, ale myslím si, že spousta míst, včetně Ústí nad Labem v České republice má co nabídnout a každý to město nebo každý ten závod v tom daném městě bude mít něco do sebe.
And we can also look forward to a further premiere. České Budějovice is located in the centre of South Bohemia. The race starts at the so-called Stray Stone on its historical square named after the king, Přemysl Otakar II. But the course will lead you safely to the finish line, aspiring along the way to be one of the greenest races out there. The attractive dusk time start promises to secure you a truly dynamic experience. During the half marathons in České Budějovice, Olomouc and Ústí nad Labem, you can become acquainted with the Czech countryside, viewing it from an unusual kind of perspective, as a runner. The rankings, or so-called running league tables, are a special feature of the series. Basically, you pick up points in every race you run. The more races and the better your times, the more points you accumulate. Compare yourself in 68 professional categories, as well as according to your age and gender. Everyone can find a spot for themselves on the ranking scale, giving everyone a chance at fighting for a better position with those at their level. The world knows no equivalent to this kind of league.
Jsou opravdu ze srdce nadšená, že vznikla tahle běžecká liga, protože vidím, že v Praze taky to nebylo nic a pak teď je to naraz takový velký podnik, kde se zúčastňuje tolik Pražáků a lidí, teda i Sokolí a tak dále. Takže si myslím, že to opravdu bude mít velký úspěch a že lidé si zvyknou na to, že je potřeba běhat, že to je pro zdraví velmi důležité.
You already know everything about running in the Czech Republic, All that's now left to do is choose. So let's just say it one more time. Runcheck.com is a series which unites running with discovering the most beautiful places in the Czech Republic. And on top of all that, it offers you the chance to compare your times in rankings with other runners. And so, this is how we plan to explore the Czech regions. Come and run with us. We're looking forward to seeing you.